Hey, this is Ali Smith, and this is my recipe for bone broth. As you can see here, we put in a pork shoulder, we got some pork ribs, and there are even some chicken ribs in there, which we tend to put the bones in the freezer and just sort of pull them out as and when needed. So I've popped in a couple of peppercorns, a couple of bay leaves, and some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, it's really important that you include the mother, which is a really great sort of probiotic. We top it up with water. Don't overfill here because it will boil over, and I mean that because I've done it. So then we can sort of see the phases that the bone broth goes through as you slowly you raise the temperature to the highest setting that your slow cooker has, and top it up with water throughout because you don't want it to burn. But typically pork and chicken bones and turkey bones and such take about 24 hours to mush down or become appropriate for a dog to eat. These are all cooked bones, but as you can see, they break really easily, and that is a test I really want you to do. I mean, obviously let it cool down a bit before you do that. But you can test it, and literally with your fingers you will feel the bones break under them. I tend to mash it up and then I'll leave it on a low simmer for a little while longer to try and get as much of the marrow out of the bones as possible and into the stock. I then ladle it out into some ice cube trays because I find this is the easiest way of storing. I have tried jars and things, I don't find that it works as well. So fill up your ice cube trays, don't overfill them because I find that it's really difficult to crack them out of an ice cube tray. I find that one slow cooker worth of bone broth tends to fill up about 2 ice cube trays, maybe some over. If there is any left over, I tend to put in a jar. You can strain this. I've got quite proficient with a ladle, so you don't need to strain it if you feel confident enough. So pop them in the freezer, and if you leave them in there for a few hours, they will solid up, and you can just break them into a bag like you can see there on the left, and store them for another time. Thanks for watching.